Okay, we've all been there, right? You sleep for 7, maybe even 8 full hours, but you wake up feeling completely wiped out. Just brain fogged, dreading the day. And you're thinking, how is it even possible to spend that much time in bed and still feel so exhausted? Well, what if I told you the answer isn't about getting more sleep, but about getting smarter sleep? Today, we're going to unlock the science to do exactly that. You know that exact moment. You finally get into bed, you tell yourself, just a minute of scrolling, check one more video, and then boom. You look at the clock and it's 3 in the morning. A few hours later, your alarm goes off, your eyes are burning, and you swear you'll go to bed early tomorrow, but let's be honest, that cycle just keeps on repeating. And then there's that person. You know, that friend, or that entrepreneur you follow who swears they thrive on just 5 hours of sleep a night. You hear that and you just think, how? There's no way. Well, today we're breaking down the actual science that makes it possible so you can be the one waking up feeling sharp, fresh, and totally recharged. All right, so first things first, let's tackle the biggest myth out there. The number one truth you have to understand is that better rest is not about how long you're in bed. More time doesn't automatically mean more energy. It's just not that simple.
See, the real game changer is understanding the difference between duration and efficiency. You could technically sleep for 9 hours, but if that sleep is constantly interrupted by stress or caffeine or the blue light from your phone, you're still going to feel awful. The goal isn't just more time, it's about getting more high-quality recovery out of every single hour you're actually asleep.
So, if it's not just about the hours, then what is it about? Well, it all comes down to the efficiency of your brain's natural sleep cycles. This, right here, is where the science of real rest actually begins.
During each of these cycles, your brain moves through different stages. The first one you need to know about is deep sleep. I want you to think of this as your body's personal repair crew. This is when your muscles get fixed, your immune system gets stronger, and your physical energy gets a full-on recharge for the next day. It's crucial. And the other powerhouse stage? That's REM sleep. So if deep sleep is for your body, REM is all about your brain. It is absolutely essential for sharpening your focus, boosting your creativity, and basically filing away all your important memories from the day. When your sleep cycles are clean and uninterrupted, you get the max amount of deep and REM sleep. And that is the real key to waking up refreshed.
All right, so we've covered the science. Now let's get practical. Let's talk about the actual system you can use to make 5 or 6 hours of sleep feel like a full 8.
Okay, rule number 1 is totally non-negotiable. You have to go to bed and wake up at the same time every single night. And yes, I mean on weekends too. Your brain absolutely loves consistency. Doing this trains your body's internal clock, your circadian rhythm, to automatically release sleep hormones at the right time, like clockwork. And this brings us to the famous 90-minute rule. So your brain moves through these sleep cycles, and each one lasts about 90 minutes. Now, if your alarm clock jolts you awake right in the middle of a cycle, you get that awful groggy feeling. The secret is to time your alarm for the end of a cycle. So plan your sleep in blocks of 90 minutes. Aiming for 6 or 7.5 hours is often way better than a badly timed 8 hours.
Now this next habit. This is what separates the elite sleepers from everybody else. It's called the pre-sleep shutdown. And you can remember it with the super simple 3-2-1 method. So, 3 hours before bed, no more heavy meals. 2 hours before bed, stop all work and anything stressful. And 1 hour before bed, you guessed it, no screens. This whole routine signals to your nervous system that it's time to chill out and prepare for rest.
But you know, optimizing your night is really only half the battle. How you wake up is just as important. So let's talk about the morning reset that guarantees you wake up with some actual power.
First things first, you have to stop hitting that snooze button. Seriously. Instead, get about 10 minutes of sunlight as soon as you can. That light exposure literally shuts down your sleep hormones and gives your mood a boost. Then, you want to shock your system awake. Splash your face with cold water or do a quick set of 20 push-ups. This spikes your dopamine and clears away that sleepiness in just a few minutes.
Okay, so for those of you who want to take this even further, here are a few next-level hacks that top performers use to get the absolute most out of every minute of sleep.
So one of the simplest but most powerful changes you can make involves your thermostat. It turns out the ideal room temperature for deep sleep is right around 18 degrees Celsius, which is about 65 degrees Fahrenheit. A cool, dark room is a direct signal to your body to maximize that all-important deep sleep.
And here are a few more pro tips for you. Cut off all caffeine after 2 p.m. It can actually slash your deep sleep by up to 30%.
Turn your room into a cave? I mean, pitch black, cool, and totally silent. If your mind is always racing at night, try journaling before bed to just dump all your thoughts out onto paper. And yeah, you could consider some supplements, but always talk to a doctor first.
All of these tactics, they work best when you pair them with one final, really powerful mindset shift. It's time to completely reframe how we think about the whole idea of sleep.
Let's be clear. Sleep is not a weakness. It is not a luxury, and it's definitely not a waste of time you should feel guilty about. It is your single most powerful tool for high performance. You don't get more done by staying up later. You get more done by mastering efficient recovery. Period.
At the end of the day, the goal isn't to brag about how little you slept. The true mark of success is waking up with a mind that is clear, a nervous system that is calm, and a focus that is absolutely unbreakable. That right there is the real competitive advantage.
So, you have the science and you have the system. You don't need more hours in the day. You just need better energy from the hours you have. So the only question left is, are you ready to stop chasing more hours in bed and finally start sleeping smarter?